So the notion of cross-screen seems to be particularly important. I'm sure you're already delivering ads across those screens. The measurement across those screens is another challenge. How close are you to doing that, and where do you want to go?
Well, I think we're starting to. I think we're getting better and better at it. I think that the challenge is always because it changes so often, right? With new innovations, things coming up, and there is no common currency. So basically, how we measure it might be different to how others measure it. I mean, we look at, for some of our clients, we pull in all of this data to give them a perspective of how their ad is performing across various metrics. And one of the challenges we find is that from the source, the data from source isn't comparable, isn't the same, and so that's our first challenge. So from an Outlook perspective, we need to get that right first, so that we can have a point of view. But it's becoming more and more a question clients ask, and Richard, from Unilever actually made that point. He's saying we just need to get on with it and start doing it. So even if it's imperfect, I think we need to start.
Are you shooting for like a holy grail metric, or are you happy to live with several?
I think we're going to have to live with several. I think, and part of it is also because depending on what the objective is, and there was a lot of discussion in the panel about outcome, so outcome based, to say, okay, depending on what the outcome is, should you have a different metric? So I don't think it's going to be one. I think it's going to be several, depending on what you hope to achieve, or what the client or the brand wishes to get out of it. Well, I mean, as a media agency, we're agnostic. So if a new platform comes up that actually resonates with consumers and is a viable platform, of course we'd be interested in working with them and getting the balance right. I think the challenge is, of course, can they get that model right and not either cannibalize their own business or make it a viable product for themselves as a business? And I think they're still trying to figure that out. But yes, it is, of course, and it will be attractive to both client and to media agencies. Well, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, millennials, it's interesting because actually so many now of the people in our office are millennials. So I interact with them every single day. And I think they are very different. They have different motivations. And I think it's our job as media agencies to understand the insights and really get under the skin of what their motivations are and who they are, because who they are and their aspirations are not the same as mine. They're not the same as my clients, who are of a similar age to me. And in order for us to actually be successful in the future and to create great content, we have to understand who those people are. I mean, forget the millennials, even, and then the one that comes after that.